So Gorilla's new album is Song Machine Series 1, Strange Times, and it's out now. And Damon Albarn is, I don't know whether it's on the line or down the line or up the line or wherever he is. He's here talking to me now.
Hanging off.
Hanging on the telephone. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, actually. I'm good today.
Good.
A good day.
Do you have more good days and bad days at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, you have to work harder when it's a miserable day like today, weather-wise, to have a good day. You know what I mean? But if you do, then I think it's one to acknowledge.
When you do have to work harder to have a good day, what would you recommend to people? Because everybody is going through the same kind of thing. I'm just wondering how you motivate yourself, pick yourself up, and how you have a good day that other people might learn from.
I mean, I always try and start the day with yoga. That really helps.
Is that for your head or your body or both?
I think primarily it's for the breathing, isn't it? It just sets a kind of sort of pattern of breathing that you can follow throughout the day. And if you're having a bad day, it's like waves, isn't it? It's like floating on waves.
Have you always done yoga, or is it something you've come to?
No, I did about 8-9 years now, something like that.
Oh, wow, so are you quite flexible?
Well, I'm more flexible than I used to be. My left knee's quite weak because of all that pogoing in Blur.
It's a price to pay.
Yes, exactly. No, it's definitely to do with that. I just jumped up and down too much.
You got to spend time with your daughter, with Missy, throughout lockdown, didn't you? And I know she'd been away.
I'm a nephew and my niece as well.
Okay, how old are they?
My nephew is 22, 23, and my niece is 9. And she plays the trumpet, so she was really very useful.
She was on the Robert Smith track, is that right? Strange Times.
Yeah. Actually, she's also on opium, which is really appropriate. So, but
So, from your point of view, what have you seen Missy going through, and your nephew and your niece as well? Just being a younger person going through lockdown.
Well, in many ways they were very lucky because they had quite a bit of space being out in the countryside. So they were able to go on walks and go down to the sea and stuff. So they were very fortunate. But it's just that lack of things that you would do normally at that age, I think. And when you combine that with a lot of the sort of governmental initiatives to sort of switch any attention from what they refer to as soft subjects like music and art, it's I think it's really demoralising for people who, sort of seem to underestimate how long it takes for someone to realise that they want to be a musician, or they want to be a dancer, or an actor, a painter, or a writer. It's not something you can just abandon,
It's your talent, it's your calling, isn't it? It's what you're about, yeah.
It's content for this so-called cyber world.
I know. So while you were in lockdown, can you just explain to us what you were doing? Because you took your parents there as well, to Devon.
With my first paycheck from Parklife, I bought a kind of old farm down in Devon, which is a long way away, really, and has been quite a struggle to keep connected to, over 20 years. But this year it sort of became home. And just a totally different dynamic living in the countryside. And I really, really, really got a lot out of it, so I was very lucky.
And were you, as a family, did you play games? Because I know me being at home with all my kids, and
and
it was lovely.
We're Monopoly, of course.
Of course, yeah.
And we've got a really old Monopoly set, so it's like £500. And it's very old money. It's quite funny, really. I've even got one. I've got a Syrian one that I bought in Damascus. When did we play with Gorillas? 2010. Yeah, and it's all Damascus kind of streets and stuff. It's a beautiful thing.
I bet it's beautiful, yeah. I was wondering, talking about Gorillas, on reflection, what does your relationship with Jamie mean to you, Jamie Hewlett? You've known each other for a very long time. You've worked together for a long time. But what does he mean to you?
Well, he's my brother, isn't he? We're family.
And artistically, because you supply the music.
Yeah, well, we've got a particular sense of humour. He's funnier than I am, but that's definitely true. But I make him laugh as well. He says I'm most hilarious when I don't know I'm being funny.
I can't imagine what he means by that.
Slightly unnerving.
But it must be, how exciting is it for you to see his visuals? So has there been a time when he's presented you with something and you've been blown away by it?
Yeah, I think he's consistently done amazing stuff, and we're up in the studio today starting season 2. We're starting that because that's the whole idea of it. It just sort of continues,
A continuum. Well, Gorillaz making music that at a time when music is disposable and streaming is the norm and people just kind of take things and then just throw it away straight away. You're making music that is, it's tantalising to listen to and also to enjoy visually, and then also to own. People, my kids absolutely love everything that you do, but there's a real desire to have the vinyl, to feast your eyes and to listen to it.
That's Jamie, isn't it? And we're putting out this annual, which is like 200 pages of cartoon strips. Jamie's done a Gorillaz cartoon strip. Oh, it's just packed full of great Jamie Hewlett stuff. Looking
at the track listing, all the people that you've worked with on this album, on Series 1, amazing people on there, the likes of Beck and Robert Smith, as we've mentioned, also Georgia, Peter Hook, Elton John. I love The Pink Phantom, just such a beautiful track.
I really like that.
Yeah, I've loved it.
Proud of that one.
More every single time. But Lee John, I was very excited to see Lee John, and as soon as I saw the 3 E's, I was like, hang on a minute, is that the Lee John from Imagination?
It is the Lee
Amazing.
John from Imagination, I know.
So just explain to people, because quite a few people won't know who Lee John is.
Well, Lee John was the singer and one of the writers from Imagination, which were this brilliant pop band in the 1980s, very kind of edgy in many ways. Electro, funk, great. I mean, when I saw him on Top of the Pops, I loved it. He's in the spirit of Gorillaz, so we all got on really well.
So he came and actually...
And I'm looking forward to performing that tune with him.
So, because again, when other bands can't perform and do any shows at the moment as the way they want to, you are able to do that with Gorillaz. So tell us what we can look forward to.
We're doing this thing in December, which I think would be like a sort of Gorillaz TV special, playing songs from Song Machine, but also going into different worlds and being in the same universe as the characters, so they're there with us.
I can't wait.
A little bit of Star Trek in there as well.
Hang on, what do you mean Star Trek?
Beam me up, Scotty, all that stuff.
It sounds so good. Thank you, lovely to talk to you.
Oh, you too.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the live show or the TV show, whatever.
It'll be like the first time kind of certain things are put together at the same time.
It sounds exciting. Thank you. Take care.
Okay.
See you. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.